Hi guys. So it's been a while, but really this is just coming more so from like a personal standpoint. But really I'm kind of having a lot of frustrations because this is my first year, obviously, not celebrating any American holidays. And at first I thought it was going to be like really easy, and it's not that easy. It's actually kind of tough. It's everyone around you obviously still, if they're still celebrating and everything like that, it's kind of hard to be the one that's not included. Now, Halloween was easy. I don't ever dress up anyway for Halloween. But then Thanksgiving, as you know, just ended, and not celebrating Thanksgiving is easy for the simple fact, like when you know the history, like Native Americans and everything of that nature, it really makes it easy for you to be like, what the F? I'm not celebrating that. But the eating, that's the part that I'm not sure if the Most High would condone that. Because, I mean, I was grubbing. I didn't say Happy Thanksgiving once, but now I was eating, and that's pretty much like my main focus. That's what I'm kind of like having trouble with, because I don't have anyone to like tell me like what it's supposed to be like, or I don't know, just basically like kind of helping me out, like kind of showing me the ropes. So I kind of have to figure out everything on my own. Christmas is coming up, not going to be celebrating that. The like act of like giving and like putting up a tree and all that stuff, nah. I do have my Christmas lights up, as you can see from behind me, but that's year round. That's not for Christmas. Those are just lights. So and I kind of just want help. Like, I don't know what to do, really. I want some help, and I don't know where to turn to get it. And I just want to like learn some stuff, but I can't do that on my own. Like, I refer to the Bible, obviously. Like, for instance, there was something that talked about Christmas, like straight up, like, don't follow their customs. Don't put up a tree in your house. Don't follow their customs of going out into the woods, chopping down a tree and putting it, and bringing it in. Like, it literally says that in the Bible. So, I mean, but people are celebrating Christmas. It's just not biblical. I feel like I just really want to be around like my own people who are on the same path as me. It would just be a lot easier to get through everyday life if I had that. But it's not. So it's a challenge and a journey, definitely, because I feel like I'm nowhere near being close to the Most High. Like, at first I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy. Oh, I'm about to follow the Bible. I'm about to not break any rules. But not breaking rules is a lot harder than I thought that it would be. Like, what's an example? For instance, he says, come out of her, my people. And he doesn't want you like being around all the heathens and everything like that. For instance, where I work right now, 80% of the people that I work with are heathen people. Like, for biblical terms, are heathen people. Like, not Hebrew. And then the remainder, and then that's just who I work with, who I go to school with. Like, outside of my job, that's like 95% heathen people. I don't even get to like touch black people in any of my classes, now that I'm thinking about it. So yeah, none of my classes. So it's really rare. But it's like, how do I come out of her? Like, I can't just drop everything. Like, I don't think the Most High would have that happen, because then he's gonna be like, well, I don't want you to die. Like, I don't want you to like starve and like not be able to survive. So I don't know. There's a lot going on in my life right now. I'm trying to get handled, and the Most High has blessed me, and I'm really thankful for him. I have to praise him, and I feel like I'm not living right, like according to him. But I talk to him about that daily, so he already knows like what I'm struggling with and what I'm trying to fix, so that I can be right with him and everything like that. Everything is like internal. Like, even when I'm talking at work, it's like, can't do that, can't do this, because it's not biblical and everything like that, and no one gets it. But I don't know, just with everything going on, and like, for instance, there was a shooting today, like San Bernardino, like, so that's just a few hours from here, and I can't even remember. I think it was like 14 or 20 people got shot, and I'm just like, what is really going on with the world? It really is the last days. Like, that's just facts. I mean, I'm not going to exaggerate. I'm not going to do anything like that. But like, it is like the end of the world. Like, people are going crazy. Why are there so many shootings? Like, it used to be like a shooting was like a really big deal. Remember when Virginia Tech happened? It was like a shooting happened, and then it made news, and we talked about it for like weeks, you know what I mean? And there wasn't another shooting like right after that, but now it's like every freaking month, and I just don't know what's going on, other than the fact that we are in the last days. So I don't know. I'm just trying to like read and trying to find like my place and like how I'm supposed to be living my life, and really just participating and living by the Most High and being the best, like being a virtuous woman. I mean, like it's just like that. Just trying to do that. It's really easy. Like staying away from men. Oh, and that's another thing that I'm struggling with too. Is that like if I'm spending all this time around like heathen people, when am I gonna get a chance to be around the like Hebrews? When am I gonna find them? Like San Diego is not as diverse as I thought growing up. Um, it's not at all. And all the black people are just like trying to be like the heathen people. So that's just what it's like here. Um, but it's like, I, do I, what am I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I'm going to be graduating college soon. And after that, like, I really don't know my next step. I really don't know what's coming next. But I don't know, like, a group of, like, Hebrew people that can be like, oh, you know, like, let's study. Outside of work and school, like I don't try to meet new people. I don't try to like hang out or anything, just because I don't really like people. I just feel like a lot of people are like full of shit, and I don't really want to be around that. So I'm not around that. I'm usually by myself. But I really want to be. I really want to find some Hebrew people, and I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Maybe we can create like a virtual, like chat room, not chat room, but like just a way for us to stay in contact with each other and kind of check in on each other and make sure we're doing what's right. I mean, doesn't that sound cool? I mean, it sounds cool to me, but I don't know how the rest of the humans are in the world, to be honest. Y'all be crazy. Y'all be tripping. And that's really just my main problem right now, really what I'm trying to figure out, because like I'm growing up and I'm learning a lot, but no one's growing with me. It's like a solo growth, and no one, like I really feel like I'm in a whole different like realm than the other humans that I'm around. I just feel so out of touch with the Most High, and that's when I'm feeling like I'm out of touch with the Most High, that's when I want to talk to someone who is very much in touch with the Most High. So then I can be like, okay, this is how I find my way back. This is how I get back on track. Because right now, I just feel like I'm out in the ocean just waiting in the water. Like with like no buoy, no life jacket, just out there. And I don't want to be like that. I want to be like firm. I want to be in like a lifeboat, you know. I want to be with the Most High, but it's just really tough. And um, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to slip. I don't want to start slipping because I feel like I can tell how I am. I know how I am, and I just feel like some slippery stuff is going to be going on. I don't want slippery. I want to be totally like committed and all that good stuff. Right now, I'm just struggling, and I just want some peace of mind. And then when winter break hits, I get back. Because what happened is like over the summer, I didn't have anything else except like my Bible. So I was like reading and I was like learning about like the Most High. And I had time for it though. And now all I have is the Sabbath. That's my only day off. Overall, I'm just having a really hard time turning away from everyone. Like, turning away from bad influences is easy because I hold myself to a really, really, really high standard. So if you're not on my level, I'm not going to want to be around you. That's how I've always been my entire life. But there's people who, like, you know are bad for you. And for some reason, it's not that they're irresistible, but it's like something is causing you to want to talk to them. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like the phase that I feel like I'm in now. Like I can't really separate from anyone the way I want to. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, and it's really easy for me to follow by example. Super easy. If you are in the lead and you are doing something right, and I feel like it's right, I'm gonna follow your lead. That's just how I am. But right now, I'm just my own leader. I feel like I'm a baby again. I'm a baby in the truth. That's how I can describe it. I'm a baby. I have to learn how to crawl. Then I have to learn how to walk, then run. Then maybe I can even sprout some wings because I'm on phase like 1 right now. I'm trying to find other people like that. You guys have to understand how good it feels when you're around energy that is like yours. I mean, do you not? Is this just not common sense? Why else do you hang out with the people that you hang out with? But now I feel like I'm kind of venturing back out. I'm starting to talk to more people, trying to like hang out with more people, to get a feel for them. Because like in my brain, what I see is like meeting new people and seeing how their energy is, seeing how they are naturally, how they already are. I'm just trying, it's like an experiment. just kind of reading people and seeing how they are. And then depending on obviously their view on like life and like earth and everything like that, I can start slowly talking about like the Most High and like bring it up in discussion and like, oh, the Most High made earth and all of that information really, really, really slowly, because you can't just like come at people with this information. You can't. People are going to be like, you're crazy. You have to slowly kind of indoctrinate it into their lives. So that's my plan. And I want to find people who are already really open minded to hearing the truth. And I don't know, just offering me a different perspective on how I should be thinking about dealing with the Most High. And then also, on a slightly unrelated note, I don't like changing subjects too many times within one video, but the boys, y'all gotta just get it together. And I know that's easier said than done, but I mean, like, we're kind of relying on you, and there's not really many of you guys. And I'm not, the whole polygamy thing, I'll probably end up making a video about it, but that's not going down. Like, at least not with me. It's just not happening. It's just not an option. It's just not. So y'all that are on that, y'all are seriously tripping, because no woman, no self-respecting woman is going to want to be in a situation like that. In the Bible, he said he made one man and one woman to be together so that everyone would have their own wife and husband. And that's exactly how I'm going to be. So y'all that be talking about the polygamy, please stop. Because I've ran into some of you guys and y'all like, y'all put the eye on me and y'all be like, ooh, like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, okay, first off, you have a baby. Like, you need to leave me alone. Yeah, y'all that are in relationships, like, I'm not going to talk to you if I'm not, that's just not how it works. Relationships should be, if you're trying to build a relationship with someone, it should be about each other. You should be focused on your man and you should be focused on your woman. That's it. I'm not going to obviously be trying to talk to someone if you're talking to 3 other women as well. Go talk to them then. Because I'm not one of many. Don't be crazy. We have to just come together and really have a like Hebrew community. I watched a video the other day and it had a good point. Like they were talking about like how they were talking with other Hebrew families and how they have kids and stuff that are kind of the same age. And they're like, ooh, it'd be really cool like if our kids got together and like got married. And I'm thinking like that's what we need to be like. Not arranged marriages, because that I feel like that's like a Indian and like Middle Eastern thing. I'm talking about like you get a feel for someone who you know is Hebrew, who you know is raised in the truth, who you know is living right, and y'all kind of like check each other out, and you're like, oh, okay, let's start something. You know what I mean? But we need to have more people like that. Like the pickings are slim. I feel like I'm gonna end up with a heathen boy, because the men who I'm in my community, y'all are too messed up. Y'all are really too messed up. Like literally, heathen men treat me better than the men in my own community, and that's the saddest thing ever. So we really have to try and get that together, because I don't want to end up with a heathen man. I really do not. I really don't. I don't know. The boys have to get it together, because y'all are out here tripping. To be a man of Yah, that is so honorable. To be a man that is really on track to like satisfy the Most High, that's a commitment, and that is admirable, and that is commendable, and that is really attractive. Oh man, that is A1. We have to really band together in terms of like waking up and not being basic anymore and really coming into our Hebrew identities. That's something that I'm not sure if it's going to happen. It would be it's desirable that it does happen, but there's just no way to tell if something like that would ever happen. So overall, I just feel like, I covered so many topics. 1, coming out of her is hard. 2, staying on track is hard. And then 3, if I had a community to kind of like keep me in check, I feel like it wouldn't be as hard. I guess that's how I can connect all those 3 points. We need to build a community, and we have to start by helping each other out. Isn't that how anything happens? It would be better to learn with someone, I think. It would be just a lot easier, because that way you guys know someone is understanding your growth. We really need each other, and we really have to stick together, not just talk about it, but actually be about it. And I would like to meet other like Hebrew people, which I know I have met other Hebrew people, like when you're just talking about like blacks people, but people who are actually in the truth and willing to embrace it, those numbers are really, really low.